applesauce show.
I know, it's always the applesauce show.
Boop. The last week has been pretty fun.
Yeah, it has been. It's been busy but fun. We've basically been hosting like the whole week.
Yeah. We had our Christmas party.
Yeah.
It's Christmas party day.
Mm-hmm.
Are you excited?
Mm-hmm. Are you?
Yeah, I am.
It's also Adam's birthday. That's the real reason we're doing all this, right?
I'm so excited to celebrate Adam's birthday today. We got our beans going. We got our rice going. I'm about to get the tamales going. We got... What else do we got? We have this little plate of olives and stuff. We have this bark I made. Chocolate, peppermint, candy cane JoJo's. Got the living room cleaned. Got the dining room set up. Got nice little glasses out. Got some water for our booze-free friends. My homemade salsa. How cute is this little dish Tashina found for salsa? Very cute. Got beer, we got water. Tashi made some tasty Chex Mix. I dipped some peppermint JoJo's in chocolate and candy canes. Oh yes. The Christmas party was a ton of fun.
Yeah, it was super fun.
We had a lot of people here.
Yeah, I'm amazed at how many people fit in this space and it worked.
Me too.
Like, I think you and I were the only ones without chairs.
Yeah.
I think.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so.
And then your mom came, like you said.
Yeah,
that was a ton of fun.
Yeah, it was really nice to spend Christmas with her. It's been forever.
Tashi made food. What'd you make?
I made field roasted
Field
vegetables,
roast.
stuffed mushrooms,
Yeah.
mashed potatoes, mushroom gravy, and cranberry
Did you
sauce.
say smashed potatoes?
Mashed.
Mm.
Maybe I did say smashed.
Did you smash those potatoes?
I did smash.
And then we have tamales going. Our stove is really messy. Don't look at that. We've been having people over and cooking for 12 years. I've been flying my drone a lot.
And that's been fun.
I almost crashed it into your mom and you.
Yes.
And your mom's boyfriend.
Yes, it bounced off the ground and then almost hit us. So it wasn't totally your fault.
And I had wanted to film an interview with your mom. By the way, something's wrong with my eye. I don't know what's going on. I woke up and it was swollen a couple days ago, and now this one's kind of swollen too, and I don't know why.
Eczema?
I don't think it's eczema related, no. What else have we been up to? We've just been eating. It's like for the last week, this is probably true for most people. We've just been like cleaning, making food, eating, cleaning, making food, eating.
Yeah.
All while having people over.
Yeah, and there's been like one day between.
Yeah.
So we haven't had a lot of recovery time.
No.
But today's B day.
Today's B day.
B is coming. I'm super excited. We haven't seen her in a long time.
Come back to California.
Oh.
Come back. I missed you.
Our friend B, who is from Salt Lake but lives in LA and works with a brand that we've worked with in the past and helped us get a very big brand on the list.
Yeah, she's amazing.
She was basically the middle person who was like, let's clear this up, let's get you in touch with the higher up people, and she basically helped facilitate the whole conversation to get them listed.
Yeah, we spent I think she and I spent it was either 9 months or a year and a half. I can't remember. It was a long time of constantly talking about it and figuring out okay, we have this, now we need that, and this and this and this, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
It's honestly the most effort I've ever seen from any brand, and before we met her, I knew she would be amazing. I knew we would be friends.
Yeah.
We're friends, and she's great, and I'm so excited she's gonna come over.
Yeah, she's in town visiting friends and family.
Yeah.
And we're friends.
Yeah.
So she's gonna visit us.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
We're gonna eat more tamales.
Yep, more tamales. I made another veggie tray.
Yep.
More marinated artichokes that I made.
And
I think they're pretty good.
Yeah, they are good.
Topic.
What's the they're delicious. You did a good job. What's the plan for Logical Harmony? We had talked about basically not working until the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
And-
Which, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Initially, we were this is we're going to crunch and get a bunch of stuff, get ahead. And now after this week, it's been really tiring.
Yeah.
And we haven't had time to work like at all, really. It's been like the absolute bare minimum, if even I would say bare minimum. And so we're going to take a little time off and like rest so we can come back and like, I mean, we're not going to like just sit around. We're going to like really deep clean the house, clean the office, get all that set up.
Basically get our space set up so that we can focus on work going into 2020.
Yeah, so we come back and we feel like revived and more refreshed, and we can just like then get into it and have certain things be a little more structured differently.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I think it'll be good.
I think it'll be good too. I would like to basically take January, and obviously we'll keep posting, but I would like to maybe post a small amount and use pretty much the whole month just to create content.
Yeah. It'd be smart to have a backlog of more evergreenish stuff.
Yeah, we need more of a backlog of everything. Videos, Instagram posts, everything.
Yeah.
And that way we can kind of relax a little bit after that.
Yeah, totally. Because it's been a challenge. Like, there's stuff that you can create and it can kind of go up whenever, and then there's stuff that happens that you need to post really quickly. And so it's tough to be reactive in those scenarios when we need to, when we don't have a bunch of other stuff. Because I don't.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it, and we're actually going to do it.
I'm
Like,
tired
we're
just
actually...
thinking about it. But that might just be because I'm tired.
Yeah, I think that.
I'm excited too.
Yeah, I think it'll be really good. And I think, you know, as far as content goes, just not stepping back, but like focusing more on a variety of things and adding in more, like doing more of the evergreen stuff will allow me to be more like nimble on my feet, so to say, with content, and do stuff that feels fun at the moment.
Yeah.
And I think too, it'll allow us to do more that people have been requesting.
Yeah.
And get more of that stuff done. Like, people want like more makeup videos. That was like the number one requested thing.
Yeah.
Was more like get ready with me type things.
That's so fascinating because you see on, or at least I see on Twitter right now, all creators are like, I know you're all sick of makeup tutorials, but I guess a makeup tutorial is very different than a get ready with me.
Yeah, like I don't really watch makeup tutorials anymore either, because I don't know, just they feel more impersonal. And I think myself and everyone else who consumes content wants to have more of a personal connection. I think we're going to see a huge return to that. I was just reading this article the other day about how, like, on Instagram and specifically, they're like the number of photos taken in front of like murals, like they're like there's going to be a decline in those because people want like real content.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about
It's
it
pretty
too.
funny. I called that like 6 months ago.
Yeah,
remember?
you totally did. Yeah, you're like, people aren't going to care about the walls, which is so true because it's not authentic necessarily. And like, I don't know, I was thinking about that the other day because I'm in a few Facebook groups for content creators, and someone was like, oh, I have this idea for a photo I want to shoot, and so I'm buying this specific outfit just to shoot the photo, and what's the return policy of the company? And I was thinking about it because it was a content creator that I actually follow too, and I was like, man, she's buying this outfit, or they're buying this outfit just for this Instagram photo. How many other outfits have I seen them wear that are not actually, or like, did they buy just for the Instagram photo and then return?
Yeah.
And like, I get it sometimes, like, you know, like I'll place, I haven't done this yet, but like when I place orders for clothes, I might want to do like an unboxing video, or we've done them on YouTube and I haven't kept everything. Like sometimes you try stuff on and it doesn't fit, but I feel like that's different because you're being transparent. You're being like, oh, I don't know that I'm going to keep this. I don't know that I like how it looks.
Yeah.
Versus seeking out an outfit for the purpose of a photo, knowing you're returning it. And then it was like that same day later that I saw that article, and I was like, man, like,
I don't know that I would necessarily, personally, I think it depends on the content. Like, if you're buying an outfit just to wear in a photo, or just to do a really in-depth review and then returning it, that doesn't necessarily bother me.
okay.
Like, personally, and I think maybe part of that is because a lot of like tech review videos, especially higher price point products, companies will send them to people to try out and handle and review, but then they have to send it back. So I think for me at least, it really depends on the intent of the content.
Yeah.
And how it's structured. Like, are you wearing this jacket for a day for this photo, but also doing a bunch of stuff in it and really being able to like break it down, or are you just doing it and pretending? I think that's part of it. Like, are you pretending like you own this piece of clothing and deceiving your audience? And I think I guess my point is that personally I don't see there's a huge problem with the action. It's more like the intent behind it. And are you being, because I still think you can be authentic either way.
Totally. Yeah, if you're like, hey, I mean, using your analogy of a jacket, like, hey, I was looking for a jacket that fit and looked like this, and here's a photo in it, and here's why I decided not to keep it, or here's why I decided to keep it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Or, you know, with makeup, I'm not shy. I mean, I haven't bought as much makeup this year as I have in previous years because I'm trying just not to and to focus on what I have. But I'm not shy about returning things or just getting samples from Sephora. But whenever I've used that or done that, I've mentioned that in videos. Like there was one where I used like the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation. I just had a little sample tub from Sephora. So I agree. I think intent and transparency is a big part of it.
Totally.
I think too, because I follow the content creator and I know the content that they post, the intent is not to review the item or talk about it in any other way than like, to talk about it at all. Like,
it's just to try to get their
photo
audience to buy it so they get the affiliate commission.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
So that was kind of like a bummer to see. But then when I saw the article then about like, you know, there's going to be a rise in authentic, people want more authentic content, which you've been saying for a long time, I've been saying for a long time, and I feel like we've been peppering that in, and people have responded really well. Like, I was shocked at how many people enjoyed the photo of me, like, getting candy from a bulk bin at Winnie. Like, totally mundane, normal things. Or, like, we were at Mark of the Bistro, and it was, like, terrible lighting. And that, a lot of people really liked that photo, and I think it's because it's showing real life. It's not showing some polished thing. It's showing actual real life, and I think that's something that's been really missing from the space. And so I'm really excited to bring that back. And I think too, I want to like, you know, you talked about this before, putting more of myself into the content, which is a challenge for me. It's a struggle, but I think that'll be really good. Like Rayanne was suggesting I do like a resolutions or a goals video as a way to like keep myself in check of that. Or not necessarily in check. Those are my words, not hers. But like she was suggesting it because she said for her it's like a way to hold herself accountable. But it's also a really good way for people to connect with you, which again, my words, not hers.
Yeah.
But I thought something like that could be fun.
Yeah.
Just some different stuff where it's like opening up and sharing. I was telling you I want to do like more self-improvement type content as I focus more on myself this year. Like, I think that would be good.
Yeah, I think that'll be great. I think that'll be great because of what it'll take for you to create it.
Yeah.
And it'll be great because it's just good content.
Yeah.
I think people will appreciate it, and I think that it'll be really good for you to focus more on you this year.
Yeah, I think so too. And it's a challenge because it's really easy for me to not do that and to not do that with content. And I talked about this, actually, I don't think I've posted it to Instagram yet. I think I've had it in my drafts for like a month. And talking about my struggles with that and how I often feel like, you know, on Instagram, for example, like I'll type out this long caption about something that actually means something to me or sharing like, you know, some sort of like emotional thing or something.
You and I
that's more
talked
me.
about it.
Yeah.
We got pretty in depth.
Yeah.
That was a pretty heated conversation. I wish we had been recording that.
It was pretty heated.
But like not like it was like passionate. It was impassioned.
Yeah, it wasn't angry.
No. I was a little angry.
So I've had this photo and this caption drafted up for a while now, and in it I literally say specifically about Instagram, like I'll write these captions out and then often think to myself, like, no one cares, no one wants to see this, people aren't here for you, they're here because they want like a lipstick swatch or a shampoo bar review, so like don't post this, just post that stuff instead. And that's something I'm really trying to push through. And I've been posting more of that personal stuff, and I've lost several hundred followers doing so, which is kind of tough because I'm like, man, this does show that people don't want to see that. But at the same time, it's also weeding people out.
Yeah, I think it's just like when you switched Logical Harmony from being conventional makeup to being cruelty free, there was a huge drop,
Yeah.
and then it went back up with a way stronger following, and I think that's how this will be too. Is yeah, people will leave because some people are just there for lip swatches and don't care about you, but like those people weren't going to be the people that were really going to become like, you know, those people aren't the ones who are going to show up at meet and greets and get-togethers, and because that's another thing we want to do now that we live in Salt Lake and we realize that
So many of you.
yeah, so many of Tashina's
Sorry.
followers. No, that's fine.
It's crazy how many people are here.
Yeah, and so we want to do more in-person stuff, and those are the people that are going to show up and actually hang out. And
Yeah.
it's funny because so many of our friends, and I don't know if other like influencers do this, I kind of don't really think they do, but so many of our friends are people that we met who have followed
Yeah.
Logical Harmony.
Yeah, especially living here.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's been super interesting.
yeah, it's been cool.
Yeah. And that's been helpful too in making me feel more comfortable with sharing some of myself. Because initially, I feel like a lot of pressure from it. Because I'm like, I don't know what perception this person has of me. Like, am I going to disappoint them? Are they going to be like, you know, I thought you were one way and you're this way? I don't know. But it seems like they've all wanted to be friends, and so that's been really cool for me to get that kind of like reassurance in a way. It sounds stupid calling it reassurance, but like you just never know what people expect you to be like.
It is nice, like you said, to have that little reassurance of like, oh, you see me as a human being,
Yeah,
and like we could be friends because you understand that I'm doing the best I can.
totally.
We're obviously like super blessed to be able to do what we do. It's also not easy.
Mm-mm.
And we've made huge sacrifices. And again, like we are allowed to do what we love, which is more than a lot of people can say.
Yeah,
And that is amazing.
yeah, it's super amazing. Like I'm so thankful that we're able to do that. Like I feel really blessed by it that we're able to be in that position.
Yeah. And we get to spend so much time together.
Yeah.
I think about that a lot. Like about how people find the person that they're in love with and they want to spend the rest of their life with, and then they get married, and then they both work their jobs. Sorry, B's saying she's on her way.
Oh. Okay. We should wrap this up then.
Yeah, they both work their jobs, and so they see each other like maybe 5 or 6 hours a day.
Maybe.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But like, I see you constantly.
Yeah, we're constant. Like, we do things without each other, but we just enjoy each other so much
Yeah.
that we do a lot of stuff together too. Like,
True.
yeah, we just hang out.
I also want to talk about the future of the vlog, because we kind of talked about the future of like what we're going to be doing with Logical Harmony going forward.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know. Like, I want to do more behind the scenes Logical Harmony stuff. I think that people have responded really well in the last couple of videos that I've done there.
Yeah.
But I also think that I just want to do regular, everyday stuff.
Like the mundane, boring stuff, or what do you
Not
mean?
necessarily mundane and boring, but like, I think there are things that people would find interesting that we might think would be mundane and boring. Like, people probably want to know what you're getting at the grocery store. Or if we go try a new restaurant, it would be good to show that. And
Yeah, you're right.
I think we've just gotten caught up in thinking too much stuff is mundane, and it's not. It's exciting to other people.
Yeah, because
Like, I like watching that stuff. Go
yeah,
ahead.
me too. Like, those are the vlogs. Like, the only vlogs I really watch are like Alex and Michael and Aspen and I don't remember her husband's name. Parker. Aspen and Parker. And then I watch Alex's sister, who's Frankie. Frankie.
Garza. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know her husband's name.
It's okay.
But my favorites to watch from them are like the grocery hauls or the clean with me or the like going shopping at Target. Like, it's such normal stuff.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, so
What's
we'll
going
definitely
on here,
be
you guys?
sharing more of that. We're being attacked.
Applesauce wants you to know it's the Applesauce show going forward. She's taking over.
That's all you're going to see from here on out, people.